Hello and welcome to Whiteland Restorations.
Time for a new project, I think.
Yeah.
We love new projects, don't
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, it is.
We all love new projects, don't we?
But there's nothing
Who
better
wants
than...
to finish a project when
No
you can
one.
get a new project?
You just
Nobody
start
does
a
that.
new one all the time.
Exactly.
And they build up and you just don't look at them.
You never look at them.
No, seriously.
Keep storing them.
This is a small project.
There's a very small little car. It doesn't even have a boot.
It's a tiny car. Actually, it doesn't even have a bonnet.
That's a front
It's
clam.
a front clam.
Or clip, depending on how you like to say it.
So it's really only 2 door shuts. That we,
Also, hold on. Sorry, I know I've gone off
he's gone.
screen here.
Yeah.
Look how small the doors are.
These are the tiniest doors.
Amazing.
I don't know if you've guessed what it is yet, but it is a Frogeye Sprite.
Yes. It is a Frogeye Sprite.
Did you want to do the reveal?
No, you did it.
You could do the reveal.
No, you've done it already.
Look at it. You may remember the front clam coming into us for some repairs.
That was when Tim at Cambrian Classics owned it.
He's since sold it.
He's then sold it to our customer, who's
Brought it back.
who brought it back to us to have the rest of the fabrication done. Well, to be fair, they've done a chunk of the fabrication. They put new floor pans in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, we just need to do a couple of little jobs.
Some of the more, I'm going to say, fun parts, like making the front lower skirt.
Definitely fun, yeah. You're going to do the fiddly fun. And then it's going to be prepped for paint and...
So yeah, fabrication, prep, paintwork.
Back out the door.
We'll probably put the doors and clam on it. And
There's only 2 doors. They're tiny doors. We can line them up, no problem.
Yeah, and that'll be gone. So
it is so diddy. Look at the size of it. It's so cute. It's like a mini
it's a
car.
lovely little thing.
So we're going to go through a few bits on the shell now. We'll show you where Lewis is up to on the front clam. It's all go. We were just running straight into it. So
let's run.
Let's have a look. Let's keep running.
Right. As you can see, the car's come to us already sandblasted and already mounted to this lovely spit and this lovely jig.
Oh, how lovely balanced is this? What a delight.
It's so nicely balanced, and the spit doesn't want to fall over.
I mean, sometimes we get cars brought to us and they are just hanging on in there, you know.
It's hard to move them around the shop as well because they like to fall over.
This is like a chicken on a rotisserie.
Or a frog on a rotisserie.
Frog on a rotisserie. Right, where are we looking at first?
Right, here, let's have a look at this. This is going to be a tricky area to repair.
Yeah.
I say tricky, it's not going to be that tricky.
It's just one of the paint areas, right? So we've got this seam here that's
These
blown.
have been repaired interestingly.
Yeah.
So we need to fix them up a bit better. Yeah. A lot of the repair work that's been done is still just left uncleaned up. So we've got to clean it up. Also, just try and neaten up some of this stuff down here and some of this welding.
Oh yeah, that could do with neatening it up down there.
Just to freshen up,
that's
neaten it up a
basically
load.
just tack welds there, isn't it? We can
Yeah, we will run a full bead of weld across there and
tidy up what's been done.
Internally.
Floor pans, yeah.
Floor pans have been done. Again, needs a bit of grinding to do. We also need to make a repair patch for here, probably all of that.
Yeah.
If not the entire piece.
I mean, how would that have rotted out there? I mean, that's not. Is it a water trap in there?
Well,
spin it around. Let me have a look at the bottom of the tunnel. Right, so it's all getting up in there, isn't it? Right,
it gets in through there quite.
But look at that
look
underneath.
How nice and clean it is underneath.
So nice and clean underneath. A little bit of tidying up again to do, but it's not that far, is it, till getting ready for the next stage?
No, a good solid week grinding and welding on it, and it will be pretty much there. These have been welded on to stop the car from moving at all whilst it's on the spit.
Very handy.
Very handy.
But
I like it when people think forwards to do stuff like that.
Look at this. There's no boot. Ooh,
no boot.
No boot.
No boot.
But these seams, these are all really good.
We'll be double checking.
We'll
be stripping that back and double checking, and probably dribbling some rust curing solution in there to make sure whatever that we can't get in between the seams has some sort of
as much prevention
treatment.
as we can.
Yeah. Other than that, that's it.
That's it for the shell.
That's the shell. There's not a lot to go on it. There is a repair in the back corner here. This repair.
Oh yeah,
we'll probably do a bit more of an in-depth repair on that.
We're just giving you a general idea of what the work entails.
Yeah.
Like down here, there's a bit of a dink down there as well. But let's go and have a look at the front clam.
Let's go and look at the front clam.
Front clam needed a bit more work, didn't it?
Yeah. There's the old piece.
There's the old pieces
Quite
that Lewis
rusty
is.
between the seams, and it was rotten all along the bottom edge here. It was all rotten. And it had these two big holes cut out at the sides for extra, I don't know.
I think it was it for towing, for racing? I think this was set up for racing.
It was set up for racing. I think it was air for cooling.
Right, yeah.
Brakes probably.
But Lewis has fabricated this panel because they are manufactured, but they're very expensive.
It was 400 quid plus the dreaded VAT.
Yeah.
Took me a day to make that.
Yeah, and places like
Well, it
Moss.
actually took me less than a day to make it, didn't it?
Yeah, and you had
shaped
fun
up
making
pretty
it
quick.
as well. But Lewis is in the process of welding it back in. Look, he's using our welding butt clamps, which are available on the store.
Soon to be added to the store, these awesome Clico pins or panel pins. I like to call them panel pins.
We're gonna show you them in a future episode as well. But these will be added on the store soon as well.
They're so handy for quick. If you're making a panel, any kind of panel, for just putting it on. You know, you get it lined up, you can just drill some holes, click them into it, and you can just keep chucking it on and chucking it off, on and off. I've probably had that on and off 20 times, and these pins make it line up in exactly the same place every time.
And they last. They last a long
And they last
time.
all right, yeah. They last all right.
But this front clam is excellent. I mean, we're doing our best to save it because a lot of people could just replace this with a fiberglass version. Yeah, no, we're keeping it fully solid. It is looking excellent. So, in the rest of this episode, are you going to finish putting this
We'll
panel
probably
in?
finish this up. I've got a little bit of footage of what I've done up to this point. I didn't film too much of the fabrication of the main panel because I was teaching Mojo how to make a big curvy panel,
Yes.
and I needed
Focus on that.
focus
yes.
on showing him how it's done. So I've got a little bit of footage, not too much, but we'll do a bit better job. So we'll probably finish this up in this episode, and
Move on to the next fabrication piece.
yes, exactly.
Right then, I will leave you to crack on with that.
Whoop. It's time for the big weld up, and I'm honestly not worried about distortion here whatsoever. There's so much shape and strength here that it's not going to distort, it's just going to stay put, and we can just concentrate, get a nice bead of weld in and crack on. Here, however, there is a slight gap in the steel, so quick tip, grab a bit of aluminium to the back of it, like this, super awkwardly. You need mega long clamps for that, and you can very easily weld up that gap. I mean, it's not an unreasonable gap, but the bit of aluminium certainly helps. There we go, all welded up nice. Well, one more thing to do after this is all welded up is the big old grind, so we'll spare you too much of that and get cracking with the next repair.
That's what you're doing, just look like enough.
Lovely.
Right. Shush now, okay. 3, 2, 1.